Hey guys, welcome to the part 3 of preparing for engineering. In this video, we are going to do a comprehensive tutorial on ship repair, which is going to be essential for survival in the coming engineering patch. I did a similar video not long ago during the tech preview, but since then, there have been many improvements made regarding the repairing tools. So in this video, I will also be doing an update and testing regarding that. As far as I know, there are 4 ways that you can repair a damaged ship. One is obviously through a station's landing pad, whether space station or ground station. As long as the station's landing pad has repairing services and that they are not bugged, you can always pay to repair. And that repair will be a complete restoration of your ship armor, ship hull, your doors, thrusters, missiles, missile racks, your lost or damaged weapons, as well as all your components. The second way to repair a damaged ship is through your ship's MFD's diagnostic page, and this is new to the engineering patch. This repair is only available when any of your ship components or missile racks or weapons health goes to 0, and this repair is only one time per component or per weapon, unless you bring your ship back to the station's landing pad and to do a station repair. Then you will restore that one-time diagnostic repair. And this repairing will take time between 18 seconds to above 9 minutes. Depends on the type and the size of your component and weapon. And you can only use this to repair your ship components and weapon. You can't repair your ship hull or armor. The third way to repair a damaged ship is with the repairing tools, which we have 2 types. The small multi-tool with a repairing head and the large handheld Cambio SRT. And with these 2 repairing tools, you can repair the ship hull, thruster, missiles, weapons, and any component. But you cannot repair the ship armor. And this is what we're going to be talking about in detail in this video. Now, the 4th way of repairing a ship is on a repairing ship, such as the Polaris, the Aegis, the Ironclad Assault. However, this feature is still working in progress. It's not in-game yet, but according to CIG, we shall see this feature soon. Hopefully, sometime next year. And perhaps there is another way of repairing your ship, which is with the repairing drones, which who knows when or if this will come in-game. So looking forward to the future, but step on in the present. Now, let's talk about these handheld repairing tools. First, let's talk about the small multi-tool. So to make a repairing multi-tool, you will need this Pyro multi-tool first. Ooh, this thing has a light. There we go. So first, you will need this small Pyro multi-tool. And then you will need this Cambio Light SRT attachment. And then the third will be the Cambio Light SRT canister. And these 3 things can be easily purchased at the cargo center in a space station or the ground station. So equip the multi-tool first, and then equip the Light Cambio SRT attachment. And this attachment can do both salvage and repair. And then put this Cambio SRT canister inside your backpack or any of your core or leg armor inventory. And then simply press J while holding the multi-tool and click the attachment section here and simply click the Cambio Light SRT canister. Now you would have equipped the canister on this multi-tool. So you need these 3 parts in order to make a salvage and repair multi-tool. And left mouse click is to do salvage, right mouse click is to do repair, even though on the screen of the multi-tool it says salvage. However, you cannot do salvage or repair in an armor zone. Right now I'm inside my hangar. I cannot do any salvage or repair. I have to go outside the armor zone of the station in order to do repair. Now, the second repairing tool will be the Cambio SRT, the large handheld salvage and repair tool. Now, the problem with this tool is that you cannot get this tool anywhere. So there is a website called Cornerstone, and this is the address. And in this Cornerstone website, you can simply type Cambio SRT, and then you will find the list of places where you can purchase this Cambio SRT. So let's take a look at these places, but I'll also put this link under the description of this video. So you can just click it and go directly to this page. First of all, in NICS, there are only 2 places that you can purchase this tool. Both are at the jump gates, Pyro Gateway and Stanton Gateway at the Galleria Platinum Bay. It's selling for $21,000. In Pyro, also only 2 places, the NICS Gateway and the Stanton Gateway. Now in Stanton, we have multiple places. Area 18, Dumpers Depot, Virginia Point, Crusader Orison, the Providence Platform, Cousins Crow, you can purchase this. Also, you can purchase this at Grimhex on Yella, at the Dumpers Depot, not the Weapons Shop, and Everest Harbor Galleria, also on Lorville, Tammy's and Sons. Microtech, you can purchase this at Omega Pro. Also Port Tressler, as well as all the 4 jump gates. Magnus, NICS, Pyro, and Terra jump gates. So you can see this tool, you can't purchase it anywhere, especially in NICS and Pyro. So only the gateways you can purchase this tool. Now those are the data from the current 4.4 live. Maybe in the 4.5, they're gonna add more places, but I'm not certain. In the latest PTU patch, as soon as you purchase this tool, the Cambio SRT canister is already inside. So I just grabbed this tool here, and now when I click here, you can see I already have the RMC canister. Now inside Armistice Zone, you wouldn't know the difference because you cannot salvage or repair. But in one of the recent patch notes, Seiji did say that when you purchase the Cambio SRT canister, it is full. It's not empty when you purchase from the store. However, that's not the case for me. It is still empty. So I have to do some manual salvage before I can fill my SRT canister. And these repairing tools, whether it's a small one or the bigger one, is going to be essential. So if you do not have any weapon slot for the large Cambio SRT, at least always prepare a small repairing tool and consider that a med gun for your ship, same as the med gun for your character. And now let's do some ship repairing. First, we're gonna talk about the fighter repair. I'm using the Firebird for this tutorial because the Firebird has physicalized components. For ships that does not have physicalized components, you cannot repair the components. Let's say in a combat situation where I am getting hit by my enemy and my components are getting destroyed, my ship hull, my armor, everything is getting heavily damaged, including my ship weapon, and then the enemy send my ship to the critical state, so my ship will explode in 50 seconds. Now, we talk about the diagnostic repair. In your diagnostic page here, you have an option to repair all the components by 1 click. And there's one-time repair, so the number here is 1. But what I can do is I can also repair the components individually. So power plant, I can click repair. Once I click repair for my power plant, the critical state has been reverted. Now, it takes 45 seconds for the size 1 power plant to get repaired. I can also repair my life support generator. 1 click, 35 seconds. Now, on top of this screen, you can see here are different categories. This is damaged ones. We don't have any damaged ones. We have critical ones, means the ones that's been destroyed. So critical ones, we have 3, and they are being repaired. And here is error, means overheating or something else. And then click here is to go to all. So my life support is repaired. Now, this diagnostic repair can only repair your component once. Not only that, it can only restore the component health to 20%. Now, in the engineering patch, it's really hard to hard death a ship. You can see I'm getting hit a lot by this ballistic wolf one of my wings is destroyed. Of course, you cannot patch the destroyed parts of your ship unless you have the Drake tape. Power plant failure, multiple component failure. I have 7 critical and 3 damaged. And now it's time to repair my ship. However, in real combat situation, especially PvE situation, not just PvP, in a PvE situation, the enemy will keep shooting at your ship, even your power plant is destroyed. They will just keep shooting at your ship. They won't stop. So it's going to be problematic during repair in a combat. Now, to repair a ship, you do need the RMC in your canister. So for the small tool, I do have the RMCs. And for the bigger tool, I do not. So I do need to salvage some materials. Now, in the recent PTU patches, the salvaging speed is dramatically increased. You can see my RMC canister is going to 20 over 30% really quickly. So if you're flying a fighter, you're actually destroy parts of your ship to repair other parts of your ship. And now I have salvaged to 100%. And now left click is salvaging. Right click is repairing. Even though you do not see the repairing words, you only see salvaging. But as long as you hold right mouse button, it will repair. Now let's check the components first. So open the component bay. When your crosshair of the repairing tool hovering above any component or any parts of the ship, you will see the status of the ship. You can see for this one, the cooler, the part integrity is 68%. Right click to repair. The repairing speed is really fast for size 1 components. The bigger the size, the slower the repairing speed. And the power plant here is at 0% integrity. So right click, you can repair it. And you can also see that your RMC is going down faster than before. Right now, my RMC is 95%. Repairing this shield and repairing another shield. Now, my canister is at 90%. So this is one of the biggest change for this tool in the recent PTU patches. They increased the salvaging speed as well as repairing speed for these tools. But they also increased the consumption rate for the RMC canister. Now, switching to the small repairing tool. The small repairing tool repairs slower than the bigger one. But for the small size components, you can also repair really fast. This is another power plant repairing. You can see the speed is slower, but it's still quite fast to repair. The advantage of this is that you don't need to hold your right mouse button. Just one click. That's it. It will just keep repairing. And then another click to stop it. So this is the life support, even though it says unknown, but this is a life support. Right click. Repairing. And radar as well. Done. Now you can see my canister has only 68%. So it consumes my RMC a lot faster than before. So this is a component repair. Now, for the weapons, you can also repair. But this one is 96%. So repairing this weapon. The weapon repair. Ooh, this one is a lot slower. It's consuming a lot of my RMC, but stays at a 96%. Ooh, I use all my RMCs. Still 96%. Okay, switching to the bigger one. Repair this. Oh, there we go. The bigger one repairing the weapon a lot faster than the smaller one. And next, we are going to repair the hull of the ship. You can see right now it says ship hull. Even though it says repairs not needed, but that is wrong. Repair is needed because the part integrity is at 0%. Right click and hold right mouse button to repair. Part integrity is going up, but slowly. Now, for a small fighter like this, the hull repairing is this slow. You can imagine for a bigger ship, the hull repairing is a lot slower. So you will need a lot of people to repair together in order to repair faster for a ship hull for the bigger ships. And you can also see that hull repairing doesn't take a lot of RMC at all. My RMC stays at 89%, but my part integrity is increasing. Not only that, you can also repair the individual thrusters. As long as when you hover above a certain part of the ship, it highlights green or blue. When it highlights green, means 100% integrity. And this one, you can see it highlighted blue. So this is 99% integrity. Repairing, after the health restored to 100%, it will turn green. And this part as well, the part integrity is 64%. Took a while, but finally 98, 99, and oh, I think it stayed at 99. That's it. I cannot repair further because the hit marker just disappeared. So if you look at my Corsair, at the parts that you can repair, you can see the hit marker on the four corners. But this part here, I don't see the hit markers anymore. And the hull integrity stayed at 99%. And when you see this kind of effect, the salvaging effect, it means that you can also patch the hull of the ship. So if you right click at certain part, which you can see this part, the surface of the hull is damaged, right click, you can see this kind of a salvaging effect. This is not salvaging as long as you hold your right mouse button. This means you're patching the surface of the hull. But if you left click, this is salvaging. And soon enough, you will see a hole. But when you right click, you're patching this hole. All right, next, we're gonna do some repairing on a bigger ship. And we're gonna be using the Starlancer TAC. I am just an engineer on board this ship, and we're going to combat. My ship hull is at 4%, 3%, and I have multiple damages on my weapons, missiles, and components. And now, my hull health down to 0. So all my power plant got destroyed. Now, even though my ship is not entering into a critical state, but this ship right now has been disabled. So it's time to do some engineering and repairing. So if you're doing any engineering job, you might want to prepare multiple RMC canisters ahead of time. And if you're a dedicated engineer on your ship, the Cambio SRT is a must. But if you're not an engineer, at least you need to prepare the small repairing tool, this one. Now, even with this small repairing tool, let's repair this size 3 power plant. Take a look. The repairing speed is still quite decent. However, it takes a lot more RMC canister materials. So almost 1% to 1%. You don't want to keep salvaging your ship to repair this. So you do need to prepare some extra RMC canisters. And 100% repaired, it takes 89% of the RMC from the small one. Now try the bigger one. So I just shot at the ship again. Oh, I think I got a critical failure. So reactor critical, explosion imminent, because my power plant just got damaged again and destroyed. Now let's use the bigger one. Repair. So the speed for this is a lot faster. As soon as you repair this to about 24% and above, the critical state is averted. But even so, it will take 39% of the RMC canister for the Cambio SRT to fully repair a size 3 power plant. That's a lot of RMCs. So if you have a lot of the materials that you need to repair, or if you're using this during combat, you need to keep repairing the power plant while your gunners keep shooting, then you need to prepare a lot of extra RMC canisters. Otherwise, you can't just go outside the ship to do some salvage, because inside the ship, you cannot salvage anything. Only outside the ship, you can do salvage. And during combat, you really can't do that. So you need to prepare a lot of extra canisters. For the bigger ships, sometimes If your ship has the hangar door, like the Starline's attack, when the hangar door got shot, and then it will just open, and you cannot close it without repairing. So the integrity for this door is at 0%. Watch what if I repair it. So repairing right here. So as soon as I start repairing this door, the door can be closed again. And then the house is restoring, but very slowly. However, repairing the ship doors or ship hulls doesn't take a lot of RMC material. It stays at 61%, and my integrity is going up to more than 10%. So if enemy keeps shooting at it and destroy it, then just repair it again. It will close again. Another thing for the bigger ships is that you can repair the ship hull inside the ship. You just need to find the right area. Like what I am standing right here, you can see when I hover above this area, it says vehicle hull, even though it says repairs not needed, but you can repair it. And the part integrity is slowly going up. It will take a very long time for you to repair the ship hull. So let's repair it to 1%. You can see that orange bar in the middle is moving very, very slowly. The more people repairing, the faster it will be. Right now, it's 1%. And now, if we go to the engineering terminal, you can see our hull house has been restored by 1%. So you can restore and repair the ship hull inside the ship. If the ship has interior, and you can find that area that you can repair the ship hull. However, I do not recommend that you restore the ship hull during combat. The reason is, for example, right now I have restored the hull house to 1%, and I also restored my power plant to 100% health. Watch if I keep shooting at the ship, and now my hull health went to 0 again. Guess what? My power plant health went down from 100% to 0. Power integrity, 0. So I do not recommend that you repair the ship hull unless you're doing some serious repair. So if you're just repairing the hull by 1%, enemy destroy that 1%, your power plant is down again, which is kind of ridiculous. What kind of mechanics is that, right? But that is what it is. So the hull critical will make the power plant go critical. And sometimes you have the explosion imminent message, and you need to repair the power plant in order to avert it. For some ships, you will also have the man turrets. You can repair those man turrets inside the ship. For example, the Starline's attack has these 2 man turrets. However, you can only repair the turret base. You cannot repair the guns on the turret. The guns are over there. You can't repair it. But when you hover around the turret itself, you can see it says turret base, part integrity 98%. So you can repair this to 100%. And the highlight turns from blue to green. This part as well, repair its health, but it does take a lot of RMC. And now 100%. And now for the ship ramp, for example, this ramp has been damaged a lot, so it's open, it cannot be closed. Now I'm going to repair this ramp. As soon as you repair it just a little bit, it can be closed again. This is a very nice feature because a lot of times when the ramp's getting shot, you cannot close it anymore. But just tap it with one little repair, you can make it close again. And if enemy shoot it open, you just keep repairing it. It will be closed. And for this door as well, the side door, so got shot open, repair, and it will be closed. So that's what you can repair inside the ship. And now going outside the ship, you can repair the individual missiles in here. The missiles are not damaged, but you can also repair this entire missile turret. So restoring its health. You can also repair the individual thrusters. We talked about that earlier. And whatever parts that you can highlight it, you can repair it. Also, this thruster, small thruster, big thruster, you can repair it. But to repair the parts of the ship does take a lot of RMC, except the ship hulls. So you need to keep salvaging in order to keep repairing, unless you have extra canisters. You can also repair this door here. Once you repair this door, it will close. You can also repair the individual weapons. We talked about that earlier. So repair this one, and this is 91%. Repair this one. This gun takes a lot of RMC. If your turret is a remote turret, then you cannot repair it inside the ship. So you have to come out to the ship to repair this remote turret base. And of course, you can repair individual guns, but you have to go outside the ship. Of course, you can also patch the hulls. Like this one, you have holes on the hulls. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The first tutorial for repairing in the coming engineering patch. I hope I've covered every important aspect that can prepare you for the coming engineering patch. And good luck, everyone. See you in the next one.